From Drake landing hard on his ankle, to Travis Scott disappearing down a trapdoor. These are 15 hilarious stage fails by some of hip-hop's biggest names caught on camera. Post Malone was giving an incredible show in St. Louis. He was singing circles and walking along the catwalk in front of the crowd when bam, he fell into a huge hole on the stage. It turns out someone forgot to close a giant trapdoor where they store the instruments. Post didn't even see it and landed straight in. It was a brutal hit. He had to stop the show and all. Poor Post was lying there, defeated by both physical and moral pain. Doctors rushed to check him, to see if he hadn't broken anything. It took about 15 minutes until he could get up. When he finally returned, you could tell he was in a lot of pain, but like a champion. He finished the concert singing, rockstar, and cooped up. He apologized to everyone for the scare. But the important thing is that he could finish the show. Who can forget the time Travis Scott was just strolling around on stage during a Drake concert in London, rocking Goosebumps, when suddenly, whoop, the ground swallowed him up? All that was left was this auto-tuned, yay. It was so funny. The music kept playing. But Travis didn't. And it gets even better. Because after he disappeared out of nowhere, Drake looked around, couldn't find him anywhere, and then he goes up to the hole and tries to help him out, saying into the mic, "Let's go, come on." And to top it off, Travis damaged this huge balloon that Drake was supposed to use during the show. What a way to mess up a concert and become a meme, right?
That's right! Not dead! That's Turk! Yeah! Let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Yeah! It's like two! It's like two! It's like two! I get this, go, every time! I need that!
When Iggy Azalea was starting her career in 2014, she probably didn't imagine that her performance at the Pre-VMAs party would make headlines. And not necessarily for her rapping skills. Everything seemed fine with her performance, until the stage became a bit too small for her. As part of her choreography, Azalea was singing at the edge of the stage. But one misstep sent her tumbling down. The security staff, of course, rushed to help the star who kept singing among the crowd. As if nothing had happened. How can someone keep looking so good after such a fall? It doesn't make sense. Rapper's biggest enemy? Stage holes. During the 2015 Beat Awards, Diddy, along with Lil Kim, Pharrell, Maze, French Montana, and other bad boy artists, led the 20th anniversary tribute to the record company. But there was a moment that got everybody buzzing. Diddy actually fell to the ground during the performance. Anyway, he got back up quickly and kept the show going. But it was hilarious seeing him fall. Now, picture this. You are at Lil Wayne's concert, everything's rocking, and then, beam. The guy slips out of the blue and lands right on his butt. Did someone leave a banana peel there, Mario Kart style? Cause that fall was the ultimate fail of the year. 1 minute he's rapping his heart out, and the next, he's flat on the ground, legs up in the air. Probably thinking, what the heck just happened? He might not know. But he sure bounced back like a champ, getting up real quick and keeping the show rolling. But sorry, Lil Wayne, we've got it all on video, and we'll be watching it over and over again for a good laugh. Who would have thought that running backwards on stage is a brilliant idea? Playboy Carti, of course. The video itself is so hilarious that I can't find words to describe it. Just take a moment to see how he falls. Maybe he got too excited with his own crew, so he decided to turn his back on his fans and run towards the end of the stage. At least we can give him some credit because he didn't stay on the ground. Instead, he got up and high-fived the people around. Although legend has it that he's still running. And the guy in red is running after him.
Playboy Carti fell off stage in London Law. Can't believe I got this clip going, show my...
Was Khalifa singing in Boston? It's daytime. And nothing could go wrong, right? Unless some spooky force plays a bad trick on him. The guy was in the middle of the song when suddenly his feet got tangled and he almost went crashing down. You could see he completely lost his balance, and for a second, I thought, oh, he's going to crash. But he managed to stay on his feet. Throughout the whole mini accident, he kept on rapping without stopping. As if nothing had happened. The people in the audience didn't know whether to laugh or applaud. It was pretty funny to see him stumble like that. We don't know what happened, but whatever it was, what a fail he had. You know how these crazy rappers like 6ix9ine love to jump into the crowd during their concerts. But I think this time the guy went overboard. He was so hyped up rapping that suddenly he took a leap without even looking where he was going to land. The thing is, he landed right where there were only girls. The girls saw him coming and moved away. Poor Tekashi didn't realize, and ended up crashing hard onto the ground. The impact could be heard from here. He probably even loosened his teeth. Then he said he thought he'd become paralyzed from the hit he took. No wonder something like that happens if he jumps like a fool. Now it's Chief Keef's turn. The guy was at the edge of the stage, rapping as usual, when suddenly he decides to go to the other side. The problem is, in the middle, there was a hole the size of the Grand Canyon. Or at least that's how he seemed to see it. You can see him seeing it coming because he tries to dodge it. But then, he miscalculates the distance. And instead of doing a somersault, he ends up executing a 360-degree spin in the air, like an Olympic ballerina. Security helped him, so he landed standing on his feet as if nothing happened. Keef just kept on rapping and walking among the people as if it were the most normal thing in the world. But all we have left is this video to crack us up. Here we have a young Drizzy in his prime, just starting out his career and barely hitting 20. It was during one of his tours, and in one of the shows, he was singing great as always, moving around the stage with his dancer's steps. Until suddenly, he wanted to add a bit more excitement to the moment and jumped. But poor guy, he landed badly and crack. It hurts just to see it. His team had to rush out because the guy couldn't even stand on his own. Meanwhile, who saved the show in an epic way was Lil Wayne. It seems DJ Khaled loved Usher's performance, because he was filming it on stage from the side. Khaled was walking backwards while recording on his phone, when suddenly he tripped over some sound equipment behind him. You have to wonder how someone can trip while looking back at the same time. It's pretty impressive. The funny thing is, Usher kept singing without skipping a beat the whole time. He didn't say or do anything else to acknowledge Khaled's fall. Just continued his performance. It shows how professional Usher is to not be distracted even when he could be laughing his head off. I'm sure Khaled was embarrassed, but at least it gave us some comic relief, right? Black Youngsta was throwing down at Baby's show with Glorilla, like he always does, full of energy and getting the crowd hyped. But apparently, somebody forgot to tell him the stage was slippery like ice. And there he goes, he made a pose like it's nothing. But here's the thing, he slipped and fell not one, but twice during the show. But instead of being embarrassed, he turned his falls into part of the act. The video went viral and even 50 Cent commented on it. He wrote, "Now this is what I call showmanship." Black Youngsta stayed in performance mode and kept the show rocking. Yeah, a good performer can roll with anything. You already know Kanye West. He has made a career out of being unpredictable on stage, from rants to stunts. But this might take the cake. Dude was out there killing it as usual, bouncing around in all his hypebeast glory, even in jeans and a tee. He knows how to command attention. Then out of nowhere, he starts hopping up and down trying to get the crowd going harder. But it's like his moves leveled up too fast because next thing you know, beam, he eats it hardcore. Straight face planting onto the stage. You can hear the gasps from everyone in the audience. But he was seeing stars for a hot minute too. Props to him for bouncing right back up, but you know he was dying inside after that. At least Kanye gave the people what they came for, pure entertainment. Planned or not. Gotta respect that about the man. Now, let's talk about an unlucky fall. At Ray Shrimmer's set at Gov Ball and things were going great, they had just started their hit, Unlock the Swag, when all of a sudden, Slim Jimmy pulls a major faceplant right off the stage. I mean, he's just stuck there. Security rushed over and carried him off. Poor guy was definitely in bad shape. He's fine now, but I bet watching this video is really embarrassing for him. Kevin Gates embarrassed himself in front of thousands of fans. While performing in Florida, Gates suffered a hard fall when he slipped on his own sweat while trying to sprint to the front of the stage. Mid-song, Gates got excited and jumped up. But in his hurried movement, he swung around the back of the stage. As he spun back around to face the crowd, his foot caught on the wet floor and he went sliding backward, falling flat on his back. Thankfully, Gates didn't fall completely off the raised platform, but it was still an awkward pratfall in front of the packed venue. To his credit, Gates jumped right back up and continued his high-energy performance. Well, there you have it, folks. 15 epic rapper stage fails for the history books.